going on, people? It's Guns for Hire from NextGenTactics, and I'm going to give you a quick update on a couple of subjects for Black Ops. I know it was like I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Again, with the quick. Not so good with that. Anyway, two subjects I'm going to talk about, which is the online split screen boosting, and the other aspect, which I'm going to start with, which is zombies, not Nazi zombies or zombies in Black Ops being banned in Germany. And of course, with the Nazi zombies, I'm actually going to give a link to an article that talks about it. And I can't remember, Joystick. I think it's Joystick. We use that news feed on our website when we ever. So that's what I'm always looking up. As soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm on there. I'm reading the news, seeing what's going on, and reporting the relevant stuff and getting rid of the boring stuff. Anyway, so Germany, and this was the same thing that happened when World at War came out, because there was Nazi zombies, Nazi zombies in the zombie mode. They were like, that's not going to work. It's not that the entire game, Black Ops, is banned from Germany. It's that portion or that segment. So what that happens, and this is predominantly for PC gamers. I don't know how it works for console, to be quite honest. The article speaks to Steam, and that all PC users in Germany that want to play Black Ops actually has to be authorized through Steam, which again is legally, obviously, been sort of empowered and legally responsible to ensure that the copy that the individual within Germany has the revised copy and does not have Nazi zombies. And there's been a couple of sort of two mentalities splitting on this in terms of why they do that, and harshly criticizing versus not harshly criticizing. One thing is, I read a lot of comments, actually a lot of comments of people saying, you know what, Germany needs to get over it. You know what, the Holocaust happened, the Nazis were horrible people, and they did horrible things. Who cares, get over it, stop trying to friggin' cover up the fact that it, make your people ignorant. And this is exactly what I'm mixing them all. It's not exactly what it's saying, but what I'm telling you is that from this form and that form, this is what they're saying in comments on certain news feeds. They're like, oh, blah, 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 like they're covering it up, and they're trying to, say, oh, no, this is, why are you bringing attention to this, blah, 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 don't bash Nazis. The other mentality, which is more of a mentality that I think I would lean towards, and I'm not all about censorship. I mean, it's a game, for God's sakes. It's no different than, say, the Medal of Honor ban, where they said, no U.S. soldier is allowed to buy the copy or plate, or we won't sell it on base, at least, and we don't like that. And then there's, the countries trying to ban it, like the U.K., and Denmark, and I think even Canada was trying to do something about it. Nonetheless, I'm not, it's a video game, and unless it was a video game about them killing babies or something, which would blow all of our minds and kind of go, I think even that would cross the line for me. Again, it's all on perception of what you think is deemed reasonable, right? Going over that line. So nonetheless, this is the way, the second sort of route is what I kind of lean towards, and I see this. It's not that Germany wants to say it never happened, or, oh, no, we're not going to let anyone play in this because we don't want them to be reminded of the atrocities that happened in World War II. They're aware of it. Their people are aware of it. It is likelihood that they just, they're like, it's disrespectful to all the people, not to Germans and everything, like, not just because you're from Germany doesn't mean that you're a Nazi. Nazis were a specific group trained for a specific purpose under the control of a tyrannical leader. If that's even a tyrannical? The tyranny of, Adolf Hitler. So it's not that they're saying, oh, let's, try and pretend that it didn't happen. They're like, listen, friggin' this was a horrible time in history, an absolutely atrocious time where, millions of people suffered, whether it was, Jewish people or any other, the Allied forces dying and pushing them back and everything like that. Horrible, horrible war. I mean, this is why we get so many movies made of it. It's why we have video games made of it. It was an epic battle where horrible things happened. And it's not that, Germany is trying to say it never happened. I think more or less they're like, listen, let's not bring up this portion here. It's a friggin' horrible thing, and people shouldn't be reminded of it. Again, it's going on that line of, is this being over-censored? Get over it. It's a game. We all know it's a game. It's not like when we play zombies, like, yeah, whoa, let's put them in the shower and gas them or something, you know, something horrible like that. And I don't mean to be offensive or trying to downplay that. Believe me, like, I watch a lot of war movies and that, and every time I see something like that, like a documentary, it friggin' freaks the crap out of me. At the same time, I can differentiate between a game and what actually happened. I mean, I follow that closely. As you know, I mean, hell, my grandfather fought in the British military during World War II. He was a paratrooper and a jump instructor. So, granted, these things happen, but, you know, whether it's acceptable, whether they should censor it, whether they should care about it, it's a decision they've made on a sensitive issue. This is the same issue of the Taliban. And we're talking about, remember I said, if you watch that video where I said, oh, they shouldn't do that, it's not like anyone's making a hoopla about World War II. Why aren't they boycotting World at War? Well, Germany kind of is. I think they kind of are boycotting it. They're like, you know what, this happened a long time ago, and many of you kids out there have no knowledge of what happened there. I guarantee you many of you guys watching this video, maybe you're aware, you've heard of Nazis, you've heard of that, but you may not be fully aware as to what actually happened in that war, other than being what trickles down through school or something you've seen briefly or something. And maybe you watched a few war movies and everything like that. But it was a horrible time in history, and a horrible time in history that's still kind of closely latched to us because there's still survivors and people like my grandfather that's still alive, you know, that have gone through that horrible time period. So, I mean, it's that whole issue there. I don't really see it. I don't think that they should have. I'm not supporting it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not supporting the fact that Germany should do this. I don't think they should. Again, it's a video game. They're zombies. They're zombies that happen to be from that time period because that's what the game surrounds it on. If you're actually that upset about it, then, you know, you should have banned the entire World at War, not just the Nazi zombie part. The entire war was because of Germany. You know what I mean? But you only banned the Nazi zombies? Really? I mean, I don't know. It baffles me. Anyway, I don't support it, but I'm just saying there's two divisions that are going there. I think Germany's not trying to ignore it, but they're just trying to say, listen, I think it's bad that it's happened. We don't want to draw attention to it. But the whole game more or less does. So I don't support it. I'm not saying that I do. I think they should just allow it. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts. Let me know. Put it in the comments. Should they be it? Is it more of a touchy subject than what's happening in Afghanistan? There's certainly tremendously way more people that were killed and died in horrible ways. Considerably more horrible ways in there. And I'm not talking about, you know, oh, well, my friend had his leg blown off in a roadside bomb. I'm not saying downplaying that and saying that that's bad, but I'm saying what happened in concentration camps and that sort of stuff there was disgusting and makes you want to friggin' vomit. At least it does to me. If you're a half-decent human being, it would affect you that way. Anyway, is it too much? Do they have sort of more justification than this whole Medal of Honor ban that happened? I don't know. I'm curious to what you guys think. Put it in the comments. Let me know. Love to read them. The next part, multi-screen, the online split-screen multiplayer boosting. I've seen a lot of concerns. A lot of people writing like, I say this is a problem. People are going to be at home. They're going to be able to log in, and they're going to be able to easily boost. No, they may try and boost. It's no different. It's absolutely no different than someone, even if you were boosting with someone, if you were in Kentucky and boosting with someone up in Alaska. The fact is that you're boosting, whether you're in the same room or not, you're still going to communicate, you're still going to, you know, mute everyone else, and you're going to find some part of the map and make love to each other, whatever boosters do. Anyway, I don't like boosters. So, you know, it's no different. If it's split screen, if you're boosting, you're boosting. Yeah, maybe you can communicate because you're right there, and then while you're boosting, you can actually make out with each other, or fondle each other, or do whatever boosters do. Again, I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't know. It's a possibility they could be doing that stuff. Anyway, so it doesn't really matter. The fact is, if they boost someone, especially you, if you suspect that they're boosting, you see that they're boosting, again, the same mechanism is there for you to be able to report them. Submit the video, which is the theater mode. Submit it, report them, have them blocked, banned, whatever it is that Treyarch plans on doing with them. No different than if they were separated. So this split screen online, you're worrying too much about it. I don't think it's going to be a really big deal. Anyway, if you guys think it is, if there's something I'm not thinking about, I really don't think it is. It's not going to be an issue. But if you think there's some secret way that they're going to be able to bamboozle it, because it's all about being discovered. If someone finds you in the corner of the cave, going down on each other, again, I don't know. Again, I don't know what boosters do. But anyway, so if you if you come across them, the reporting is still the same. It doesn't matter. If I'm missing something, let me know. Put it in the comments again, and I'll take a look at it. And if I'm missing something, the next update video, I'll drop a little line, a little bit like, you know what? I never thought about that. That's a good point. But I highly doubt it. Anyway, I'm Gunter from NextGenTactics. It's been another update. Oh my God, can you taste it? Can you taste Black Ops? It's so close. I can taste it. Peace.